Yeah.
Oh, dude, you screwed me last night. I had a green night. You didn't give me my Dodgers money. What's up with that? You care to comment?
Oh my God! Did I really? That sucks. I'm sorry. Did you wait? Would you have won? You wouldn't have won, but you would have been in the green.
I don't know what your unit count was. It wouldn't. I don't think I would have won. I think you still would have had me by like 0.75.
True. Yeah. It's crazy. Think about this. I lost 1.5 units on the Angels and 1.25 units on the Rangers, and still finished plus 1.2 or whatever.
Yep. The that Yankees game just kind of killed me. That was like,
dude. At what point do we start pricing the Yankees out as a average ass team? Because this is.
I wish I would have played Boston. I didn't have the balls to do it, but I wish I would have. But it is what it is.
Is that the first game on the slate? Cleveland at Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, I already posted that pick on the app. We actually are going to start on Orioles. I know we could start there.
I was gonna say I like my bet for that.
All right, so let's go with Cleveland at Toronto, and I'll get us started.
You didn't even start the show off. You didn't even do like an introduction to the show. What is going on here?
Oh,
people love the intros, Sauce.
Yeah.
I can't. I have the intro on my computer. HA doesn't, so he can't play the intro. I can get it for him for next time. Yo, what's up? This is an intro. What's up? Thanks everyone for joining. What the fuck you want me to say? Hello.
You always start off the show saying some crazy shit like, "Oh, Beaver, how was your trip?" And then you go like, "Oh, Toast, how you doing, bro? Good?" And then Toast's like, "Yeah, I did fine."
Beaver just wanted us. He wanted me badly to ask him how his vacation.
I was just about to say. I was just about to say yes. Beaver told me a great story about how he had a nice server. He was making crepes by his bedside with him. There was a whole story. I don't want to get into it. I'd rather just talk about baseball. But Kurt, I'm happy for you, Beaver. I really am.
Nah, we don't need to talk.
Mike Smith said, "Prop Beaver's back and looking like Benny yet."
Nah, bro.
That's awesome.
Mike Smith, you win the day. Oh my God, that is great. Man.
Y'all better chill. I'm not down for that.
I don't even. Great.
Who is that scrub? Not Mike Smith, but
who
is this guy?
Benny Agbayana is? Oh my God, look him up.
What kind of a Mets fan are you, bro?
Seriously.
Not one born before fucking 1940. I don't know.
Okay, earlier when we were waiting for you, Sauce, I'll tell you how old I felt. We were talking and something happened and I said something about D.L. Hughley and he didn't know who D.L. Hughley was. Had no idea. I was like, man, I feel old.
But Benny Agbayani was playing in his childhood. I think I was in high school, so Beaver had to be like a kid.
Oh my God,
dude! Nah, I was. All right, whatever. We'll get to the show. No talking about Aruba. No, let's just.
We have a lot of games to get to.
Yeah.
Let's start with Cleveland at Toronto. And Toast, lead us off.
I think it's really hard to pass up the over in this game. Actually, or no, sorry, that's the wrong game. My bad. I apologize. My notes are all mixed up. I'm taking Toronto here at minus. Or wait, no, is this the doubleheader game? No, that's Atlanta. Jesus,
no.
Sorry, I'm all mixed up. I'm on Cleveland. I'm on Cleveland with McKenzie at plus 100. I'm sorry.
Money line?
Yeah, for just a half a unit. Can you continue to ride McKenzie? I really don't like this at all, guys. It's kind of more of a pass for me. I'm just saying it to not have a pass, but every time I think Tristan McKenzie is going to have a good game, he gets blitzed. So it's happened like 3 of the last 4 games he's pitched. So I don't really love it.
I'm on Cleveland, but I'm sticking to the first 5. I'm on Cleveland first 5 money line at minus 105. I do trust Tristan McKenzie. And you got the Guardians going up against the Toronto Blue Jays, who can't seem to make it out. They've allowed 21 runs in the last 3 games. Combine those two together, and I like it in the first 5. I'm staying away from the full game because of this weird-ass series in Canada where Cleveland's missing a few pieces in their bullpen. So I figured I'll stick to the first 5 and avoid all that mess. Beaver, Tristan McKenzie over walks?
No, but I do have a
Wait,
wolf
hold
parlay.
on. Stop. I can't see any of the picks.
Oh, all right, chill, boss. Scaring me over here. I thought somebody got eaten by a shark. All right, yeah. So, for this game, I'm going with Toronto. Honestly, I don't know what it is about it, but I'm looking at these player prop lines for Tristan McKenzie, and they're all out of whack. Very weird lines. Oh, they got the line for McKenzie at 3.5 earned runs. Every time I see some soft shit like that, I know that the man's about to get blitzed. I can't technically predict always when he's gonna get his ass eaten, but that ass is getting eaten today, boys. I am not liking the vibes for Tristan McKenzie today. And then on top of that, if we're talking about a spot, I really don't like him on the road against a bunch of righties. It's a spot that he's gotten lit up in before this season. And I think that Mitch White, although I don't like him, I think he looks like Ash Ketchum. I think that he will have a respectable game today. And as you said, people missing from that Cleveland bullpen. I expect a bounce back day for the Toronto bullpen. Toronto needs to really start getting it going down the stretch. I think today would be a nice start for them. So I'm going with Toronto.
All right. Beaver thinks Tristan McKenzie's going to get his ass eaten.
Yeah.
I agree, though. There is random times where all of a sudden he throws like 28 scoreless innings and then gets completely shelled. So I do know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I just found all my notes. Yeah, I wouldn't play the Guardians on the money line either, guys. He's also coming off his longest outing of the year too, so that's just another bad thing for them.
Didn't you just play the Guardians on the money line?
I was gonna say you did just play the Guardians on the money line.
Yeah, I know. I'm all mixed up this morning. It is what it is. You can leave it on there. I'm just telling everybody, for the love of God, just don't follow me on it.
What the hell? I think Toast needs a goddamn vacation. Jesus.
Holy Christ.
I'm taking Cleveland on the money line. Less than 60 seconds later. Yeah, I wouldn't take Cleveland on the money line here, guys.
It's because I had notes written down, and I missed so many goddamn plays on this show because of that reason. It is whatever.
Nah, we love you, Toast. All right, next game.
Baltimore and Tampa. All right, Beaver, I got two plays here. You ready?
Yeah.
Baltimore money line at plus 150 for just a half unit, and the over 7 at plus 100 for another half unit. They're still pricing McClanahan starts as if he's pitching at a Cy Young level, and let's be honest, he isn't. I mean, he hasn't been looking like that at all. Tampa Bay's 0-3 in McClanahan's last 3 starts. So he's lost 3 starts in a row. Baltimore money line at plus 150. I like it. Just a half unit, though. I know a lot of people are going to be betting Tampa, not just because of McClanahan, but also because Baltimore has a lefty kid named D.L. Hall throwing his first MLB pitch tonight. But here's the thing. In the past 2 weeks, the Orioles are 5th in the MLB in OPS as a combined as a team. Rays are 25th. You're talking about a top 5 lineup versus a bottom 6 lineup right now over the last 2 weeks. So if you're going to say to me like, oh, Tampa Bay is the huge starting pitching advantage here, I'll give you that, but you also have to give me that Baltimore has a huge batting advantage here. So it's a give and take. At this price, I love it. I'm on those 2 bets. AJ, what do you think?
All right, so listen, I'm giving my boy Shane McClanahan one more goddamn shot. I'm giving you one more shot, Sugar Shane, because you've been pissing me off lately. But I'm going to go with McClanahan to record a win here because I do like the price. He went 4-0 against them last year. He's having a much better season this year, and the guy has 0 wins against them. I feel like he's due for just one. I'm going to play that plus 110 for just a half unit. And then I'm also going to go with the first 5 under 3.5 at minus 120. For another half a unit. I don't care who DL Hall is. First of all, what type of god-awful name is that? I mean, that's the silliest name I've ever fucking heard. DL. Who the hell names your kid that? But listen, DL Hall, one thing I will say about him is he's a lefty. And if you look at the Rays against lefties lately, I mean, Jesus Christ, they're shutting them down. The last 6 who faced them own a 2.48 ERA, 1.14 whip, and none of them were particularly impressive. The Rays bats are so dead right now. Until they get Wander back, I don't really see that changing either. And then McClanahan on the other side, I think he's going to shut Baltimore down. That's why I really like McClanahan to secure the win here. I mean, let's just look at the last 8 lefties to face Baltimore. They've got a combined 2.7 ERA, 1.03 whip, and a fat 28K percentage. McClanahan is due for a good game. I'm praying to God he comes correct today. Give me that win and give me that first 5 under.
I looked at that first 5 under too for a while. I was glancing at it, but you're gonna make fun of DL Hall and then take the first 5 under, essentially betting on him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to motivate him.
Okay. Toast, where are you at? Where are you at?
Really struggled with this one. I don't think you can play the Rays. I think you'd have to play the Rays -1.5 if you wanted to play them. The lines are so suspect. I mean, Baltimore team total over 2.5 at -120. Like, that almost sounds like a gift. So that's what I'm going to play for 0.75 units. I had a hard time with this game. I really did.
Just sticking with the theme. Toast is having a tough morning, but I know he's feeling good about his later picks. I'm confident we're going to see.
Beaver,
no, I'm not having a tough morning. The reason I did that is because I knew he freaking posted it on VIP, and I didn't want to give out an opposite pick, and that was in my head, and yeah, it's whatever.
Okay.
Also, Beaver, we get a pass. We've been grinding, working our ass off all week while you were in Aruba playing with your butthole. Like,
no,
getting your boyfriend to make you crepes tableside.
No, I finished the college notes while I was on vacation, grinding out those, looking up random scrubs' names on Wikipedia, and fucking piecing together where these clowns are coming from. So I was working on vacation. I just wasn't capping too much MLB.
I did see that you finished the college football notes, and I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, I'm ready for the season. Let's get going.
Well, how about we finish this MLB slate first?
People like the dialogue.
Cubs at Reds. I'll go first here. You can't get me off the Reds here. Cincinnati money line -124 for a full unit, without a doubt. Ready for this? In the past 2 weeks, the Cincinnati Reds on the road against righties are 29th in Major League Baseball in OPS. At home, they're 3rd. I'm telling you, this Reds offense is night and day different on the road versus at home. They're at home at Great American Ballpark today, which means we can cap the Reds as a strong, efficient lineup. I do like Adrian Sampson for the Cubs, but let's be honest, his last 3 starts were pretty solid against the Marlins, the Giants, and the Pirates, arguably the 3 worst lineups in baseball. The Reds in Cincinnati tonight will be his toughest spot in weeks. Meanwhile, Mr. Graham Ashcraft is coming off 2 great games. He went into Milwaukee and practically blanked the Brewers. Not the easiest spot to pitch, especially if you're a righty. Just overall, Ashcraft seems to be turning his season around, looking like the pitcher he was looking like back in May, when it was looking like he was going to be some kind of like badass number 2 starter material, and then he fell off. But looks like he's coming back. Now, the only thing that worries me here is the Cubs bullpen's definitely been better than the Reds bullpen, but the Cubs bullpen is pretty gassed right now. It's on the tired side, so I think even in that department, it's more even than it would be. I think there's a ton of value on the Reds here at that -124 price. Toast?
Yeah, I disagree. Personally, I'm on the Cubs here at +105 for just a half a unit. They've already lit up Mr. Ashcraft. It was in Chicago, but 2 1/3, 7 hits, 7 runs. Samson's been consistent. That Milwaukee are the bullpens. They all had a day off yesterday, so we should be rested. And Cincinnati's, if not the worst, one of the worst in the league by far. So I just no Jonathan India today. You're taking out your Rookie of the Year leadoff hitter as well. So I just don't really like it for the Reds, personally.
All right. Beaver, whose side are you on here?
It used to be Graham Ashcraft, but now it's Graham Gascraft. That motherfucker is back to dealing. I love what I'm seeing from Graham these past 2 games. Yes, you could point out the fact that Miami is a miserable baseball team, but I like how he showed resilience, got lit up by them the last time he faced them, then goes and sees them again and shuts their ass down. That's what I like to see. And on top of that, he got lit up by Milwaukee earlier this year, just like he did with the Cubs. And what does he do against Milwaukee? His last time out, he takes a top 2 team against righties and OPS, WRC plus, and shuts their ass down. I am all over Graham Ashcraft, absolutely dealing today. I love the spot for him. Only thing that concerns me is he will be facing a lot of righties in this Cubs lineup, and he is definitely worse against righties. I will go ahead and I will concede that. But I'm not really impressed with Sampson's numbers against his Reds lineup. 900 OPS is not really what I'm looking to back there. And quite frankly, if you look at Cincinnati at home against righties, they're just cranking them into another planet. So I'm hoping they do the same against Sampson today. I like the price. Give me that 0.75 units on the money line.
On the money line. Yo, Scoop, I tailed your entire ticket this morning with your Premier League bets, and I'm telling you, I watched that full game, that Everton-Aston Villarreal game. That was awesome. I sat here while I was capping the games this morning watching that. I've never really been like a soccer guy. I'm not a soccer hater. I don't follow it. Yo, I had to finish in a tie at plus 265 or something. The game was 1-0, finished 2-1 with back and forth goals all in the last 5 minutes. Lost the bet, but it was crazy. Crazy to watch. So, Beaver, cruise us on to the next game.
All right, word.
I know other people watch soccer. I'm new to the game, so I had a great time watching it. Padres at Nationals here. You already know what it is. You already know what it is with Anibal Sanchez pitching. No, he's not getting any better. You can already chalk up a 5-piece to the Padres score before the game starts. That's not even a joke. Like, he's that bad. And then with you, Darvish, on the mound, I can't see any reasons to even consider a Washington Nationals bet here. My 2 bets are this. Ready, Beaver?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. First 5 over 4.5 at minus 115. Give me a half unit on that. You, Darvish, to record a win at minus 135. Give me a half unit on that. Yes, I took a page out of your book.
Respect. I guess I'll go second. I'm going to be parlaying the Padres here. I was thinking about getting them at 2.5, but Odds Jam was tweaking, so I didn't get to see what the price was. And then I go in DK, and they don't even have 2.5. So whatever, screw me, I guess. So SD minus 1.5, and I'm gonna combine that with the Houston Astros money line at plus 116, I believe. Yes, and I'm putting a full unit on that bad boy. I mean, in what planet, right? In what planet does the Washington Nationals keep this even close? I think they're going to get their ass beat. Anibal Sanchez has looked like the sorriest sucker of all time. I mean, this is just pathetic. And then you got you, Darvish, who deals against lefties on the road. I mean, chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like the Houston, and we'll get to that game in a second, but I feel like Houston money line to add into a parlay is a little on the risky side here. With McCullers, hasn't thrown a pitch in like a year.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. It's gonna be beautiful.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I was just saying. Toast, where you at?
I'm on the Padres as well. Obviously, I did minus 1.5, but I also paired it with Manny Machado to get a hit as well. So it brings it down to, let's see. Sorry, it went gone as soon as I clicked the button. Minus 120 for 0.75 units.
I like that. Machado has great numbers against Sanchez.
Who doesn't? I mean, I'm pretty sure Max Scherzer is batting 281 against Sanchez.
Martin Maldonado has a 1500 OPS against that.
If you wanted to sprinkle a Manny total base or home run prop, it'd be cool. Just for the record, he's in 16 plate appearances, he's got a 1.133 OPS with 3 dingers.
That's beautiful.
Yo, I'm pretty sure he said for that minus 120, not plus 120.
Oh,
But,
all
yeah,
right.
because-
Definitely minus 120.
All right. Sorry about that,
It's
Chiefs. All right,
It's
on to
cool.
the next one.
I'll remember that when I do the results thing later.
Okay.
Will
I
you,
hope,
though?
I hope I remember that. Phillies at Mets next. I've been going first every single time. Toast, start us off.
Mets minus 1.5 at plus 110. This team off of a loss. I don't really care what's going on with Philly and stuff like that. I understand they're really hot. Kind of wish I would have played on them yesterday, but it is what it is. You just got to ride the go here today, especially at plus money.
How many units on that, Chief?
0.75.
Okay.
I'm on the same thing, but give me a full unit. Aaron Nola has been a savage on the road all season. I'm not going to take that away from him. I don't think the Mets are necessarily going to come out and smoke this dude. But I will say he started 3 games against the Mets this year, and the Phillies lost all 3 of those games. One of them was not Nola's fault, though. The Mets scored 7 runs in the 9th inning to come back and win. But still, Philly 0-3 in Aaron Nola starts against the Mets. You got the Mets at home, where they're 38-19 on the season. They've been great at home at Citi Field. So they're at home, coming off a loss with Jacob DeGrom pitching. I mean, yeah, Mets minus 1.5. It's at plus 117, right? Is that where we're going with this? Oh, you guys are jipping me out of points here.
Plus 117?
Plus
Yeah,
117.
I haven't seen that all day, so
Bro.
I'll take the 7. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. If you're going to give me more money, I'll take it. I haven't seen that all day, though.
DraftKings is plus 110, but FanDuel's plus 114, SugarHouse plus 118, BetMGM plus 115. You're jipping me by giving that 110. I want the plus 117.
I put it on the screen. What do you want me to do? Okay. All right.
Go ahead, Prop Beaver.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little SGP for this one. Going with Mets money line and DeGrom for 8+ Ks at minus 145. I'm gonna put a 0.75 unit on that bad boy. The reason I'm not going full unit is because it seems somehow every time I do these K money line parlays, I get screwed somehow, but we'll see today. I mean, DeGrom's numbers against this lineup are nothing short of absolutely disgusting. 324 OPS, 37.3 K percentage. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Wait, whoa. Did you say 37 K percentage?
Yes, and
He
do you want
strikes
to know?
out 1 in every 3 batters.
Do you want to know his K percentage on the year thus far in 2 starts? 50%.
What is it?
50%.
Oh, well, I mean, he just struck out 12 in like 5 innings. Yes,
Dude, we're witnessing greatness in front of us today. The Mets really need this win because we're gonna want to win this series. So I think we see a good effort out of the Mets and DeGrom today. Give me that parlay all over the Mets today. I'm gonna be in attendance at the game tomorrow, so they can't be swept. They can't be swept. They're not losing tonight.
You need another day off work? Is that what you're saying?
If you want to do the show, dude, it's a memoriam game. A family friend, his dad died, and we attend the game every year. So please have some respect.
You better not be pulling this shit going to Jets games. Oh, actually,
no. I will be at every. Dude, I'm gonna live at your house during football season. No days off. None. Zilch.
All right. We'll
Zero.
See. We'll see.
No, it's not C. Well, it'll be.
Okay. Oakland at Houston, and I'll go first because I went sharp as nipples here. As nipples in Alaska. That's how sharp I went. Ready? Oakland plus 1.5 at plus 120 for a half unit. And Oakland first 5 plus a half run at plus 135 for another half unit. I think Oakland is easily the more valuable side at this huge price. Zach Logue already pitched against this Astros team this year. It was just last month, and he actually pitched really well. But it basically comes down to Lance McCullers hasn't thrown a major league pitch all season. I don't. Could you imagine in the month of August a pitcher that hasn't thrown a pitch all season and he comes out to be a minus 295 favorite throwing his first pitch of the season in mid-August. That's kind of crazy, especially because the Oakland A's are 7th in Major League Baseball in OPS against righties in the past 2 weeks. So I understand it's not the most threatening lineup, but the numbers don't lie. This lineup is hitting, and this guy hasn't thrown a Major League pitch since last year. All over Oakland both ways here. I'm taking the runs, but it's still plus money. I think they win the game, by the way. I might even privately bet a few dollars on the money line. Toast, what do you think? Hello?
I think you're muted.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah,
Muted.
I'm here. Sorry, my wife came. Yeah, I'm playing Oakland as well, but I'm playing the money line. I ain't taking no half run. Give me Oakland first 5 money line at plus 225. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it's. I mean, honestly, if I look at it, if they're gonna win, if they're gonna be in this game, cool. I'm also gonna do Oakland first 5 team total over 1.5 at plus 115 for a half a unit. So my general thinking at this is like, even if it's a 2-1 game, I win, or if it's a 2-1 the game the other way with Houston, at least I'm going to get my money back with that team total. I think 225 is too huge of a price with a team that, like Sauce said, has been hitting the ball well. They've played the Astros extremely well all season, so they're not going to be intimidated. I'm very shocked that this number is what it is.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
what y'all was saying was super cute. I'll give you that. But
You already put this parlay.
I mean, if I'm just being honest with you here, I don't care if Lance McCullers hasn't thrown a pitch all year. If since I'm parlaying it, I essentially don't really care that much about the price. It's ridiculous. I get it. $295 is the most obscene shit I've ever seen for a guy that hasn't pitched all year. But let's not forget, Lance McCullers is that dude, and honestly, I don't really see him getting shelled here by Oakland. Who I do see getting shelled here is Zach Logue, who, yes, has been impressive in spots. I will definitely go ahead and give him that, but buddies, Chiefs, fellas, guys, the Houston Astros are smashing lefties into a different stratosphere right now. The last 7 lefties to face Houston own a 9.68 ERA, a 1.89 whip, and a 9 K percentage. 9. So 1 out of, every 10 batters is getting struck out? He's going to need to strike out way more guys than that to get past this Houston Astros lineup. I mean, since July 22nd, they're first in OPS, WRC+, K percentage, 4th in OBP. I really think Houston's going to beat up on Zach Logue today. So go ahead and give me the parlay and the money line. I love it.
All right. Fair enough. I think that parlay is a dog shit parlay. That's what I said when you brought it up. But,
Like, why use Houston with the questions when you have like a team like the Dodgers instead?
Because I bet them straight up.
Okay,
because he bet them straight up. Duh.
got it.
Or, honestly, Toast, I would have went Giants at home against the Pirates with Logan Webb pitching.
That's my next one, bro. That's what my parlay is right now. I'll go first. So this is how it's done. You go, obviously, Dodgers minus 1.5, and then just take the Giants on the money line as well in a parlay. It's coming back at plus 120. And I'm going to put a full unit on that. I really don't think that the Giants are going to lose with Logan Webb on the mound. He's shown how consistent he is. And you already know it is with the Dodgers. I don't have to even go on about that. So I'm done.
Yeah, so I went a different direction here. I am on. So both my bets are first 5. So I have we're in the Dodgers Royals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have the first 5 under 5 at minus 110. I feel like I feel like the standard first 5 over under is 4.5 minus 110. So they had a 5 at minus 110. I like, especially when Andrew Heaney's only allowed 2 earned runs in his 6 starts this year. Also, Brad Keller is having a pretty decent season under the radar. He loses a lot of games because he's on Kansas City, but overall, he's not pitching terribly. His 3 out of his last 4 starts at home were really good. So I like both starting pitchers, and I'm going to take a stab for a half unit.
Don't do it.
Kansas City first 5 plus a half run.
Wrong.
At plus 127.
As Sauce would say, wrong. That's a wrong pick.
But when I say it, it usually is wrong.
Like the Twins?
Yeah, I did lose that game last night.
I thought you were going to come back with your I don't remember that.
I definitely remember that. Did you visit with Wisdom Rock in Aruba, Beaver?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm just... you're back in Brad Keller. I look at him as a fart smeller. That guy is ass. I don't know why on earth you would put your money on him. His past 3 or 4 starts have been good. Who is he playing? Who the hell is this guy playing that his starts are good? I'm sorry, but he's a sorry fella. I've said it one time. I've said it second time. I'll say it a million times. Brad Keller's a naked mole rat and not a guy you can trust. I will not be backing this guy at all whatsoever. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5.
Brad Keller just beat Houston, by the way.
Dude, that's dope. He's a righty. The Astros can't hit righties right now. They got Trey Mancini to knock on some lefties. Bing Bong Davis. That's some beautiful shit. Yeah, Dodgers run line until I croak at this point. I mean, it's literally just... I like what Toast said about me writing jokes for this show. No, I don't know. This is off the dome today. I'm so happy to be back. You guys don't even know. I love vacation, but I love this shit way more. I truly do. It is... I love being back. So, yeah. Give me the Dodgers. I mean, what type of joke is this? What type of sick joke is it betting on Brad Keller? You're sick. You're sick.
I just need him to be tied after 5. That's it.
You're a sick animal. All right. Next game.
I skipped it because it's the second leg of a doubleheader. We don't even know who's pitching. I skipped it.
Okay. All right. Next game.
All right, Tigers at White Sox. I bet this one hard. First 5 all the way at 3
Hopefully
bets.
it's Detroit.
First,
ready?
You have 3 bets. Jesus Christ! All right, let's go.
First 3 bets, all in the first 5. Ready? First 5 under 4.5 minus 120 half unit. Next. Chicago White Sox, first 5, team total under 2.5, minus 125, half unit. Hold on, could you not, so he can hear me? White Sox, first 5, team total under 2.5 at minus 125 for a half unit. And last one, Detroit Tigers, first 5, team total under 1.5 at minus 120 for another half unit. I think we're looking at a 0-0 game through 5 innings here. The fade Giolito movement is officially over. I'm not saying he's pitching well, but he certainly isn't the garbage that we were treating him like about a month ago. His last 2 starts, he's finally pitching at a respectable level. And also, Lucas Giolito has the best spot a starting pitcher can have in today's baseball, a righty at home against the Tigers lineup. Statistically, that's the best spot to be a starting pitcher in baseball. And then on the other side, don't look now, but Matt Manning has thrown 2 great games in a row. The White Sox bat, so I like both these starting pitchers, and the White Sox bats have not done anything special recently to scare me off these unders. So I'm under all the way. I'm looking for a 0-0 game after 5 so I can cash them all.
Okay. Yeah, so I like that first 5 under. I'm going to be betting that as well at minus 120 for a half a unit. I think that's a smart play. Matt Manning's on fire right now. He's looked really, really good. And as Kyle was saying, what the hell have the White Sox done lately to scare you? I mean, this lineup looks honestly defeated right now. I don't know who needs to smack Tony La Russa's old ass into the grave, but he's absolute garbage. I can't watch another baseball game with this guy on the field. But I'm also going to be going with Detroit plus 1.5 at minus 120 for a half a unit. And it's pretty simple. Lucas Giolito does not do well against the Tigers. Ever. Going back to last season, he's now faced his team 7 times. And do you want to know how many times he's covered that run line? 0. When he's faced Detroit at home, do you want to know how many times he's covered that run line? 0. It's been 4 times he's 1-3 against them. He simply does not pitch well against this sorry lineup, and I think it shows a lot about Giolito's character, about who he is as a man. I don't... No, I'm kidding about that, but Giolito, seriously, I'm not buying into these last 2 starts. He's been so sorry for most of the season. I'm not down with him.
All right, Toast.
Yeah, I'm on the Tigers here. I apologize for interrupting you. I got excited thinking that you were going sharp, and then you started spewing that under stuff. Yeah, yeah. I can't trust Giolito right now, and I especially can't trust the White Sox at all. I think they got extremely lucky to win that game yesterday. I mean, they didn't score a run until the 7th, and even then it was a bloop single by Vaughn. So Tigers plus 1.5 at minus 120 for 0.75 units, and then Tigers money line at plus 165 for a half a unit.
Woo-hoo-hoo! This man is ice
all over those Tigers.
This man's ice cold right now. I love it. That's ice cold.
If I was gonna pick a side, it would definitely be Detroit.
You gotta. I mean, Giolito doesn't cover the run line against these fools. It's simple. All right, next game.
Simple? It's simple, huh?
Like the syrup, baby.
Go ahead, Beaver.
All right, Chiefs, brethren.
Shoot your shot.
I'm glad we're all gathered here today to discuss this Mariners-Rangers game, because Marco Gonzalez is flat out trash. I don't know who needs to hear it. Go ahead, just take a peek at those game logs. Buddy has allowed 8+ hits his last 6 to 7 games. Now he's going to be seeing the Rangers for, I believe, will be the 5th time. Yeah, good off that. I'm really not about what Marco Gonzalez has been putting together lately. Look at his last 5 starts. 6.3 ERA, 9.53 OPS, a 4.04 WOBA. I mean, and right-handed batters are busting his ass during this streak right now. They are absolutely killing him. Worst spot on the road against some righties. And let's just go ahead and look at what lefties have done at Texas. Last 7 who went to Texas, they're putting together a 6.1 ERA, and 5 of the last 6 have lost their games. Texas on the year, 6th in OPS against lefties at home. Really like the spot for those bats to finally wake up against a guy they've seen a million times thus far. On the other side, we got Dane Dunning, who at home is a beast. There's no denying that. Dane Dunning is a different man at home, and the Mariners lineup really isn't impressing me right now. Last 10 righties to face them, 101 whip, 3.33 ERA, and since July 28th, they're 28th in hard hit percentage, WRC+, OBP, and OPS against righties. That offense is not putting up numbers right now. Dane Dunning is a guy that I used to fade a lot because, simply put, they don't win games when Dunning is on the mound. But after a streak, I want to go ahead and say, of about 12 games of losing and losing and losing, Dunning has finally been winning these past 2 games. I love what I'm seeing from the guy. Give me that Texas first 5 money line, minus 115. And I'm going to go ahead and put 0.75 units on that. I don't like Marco Gonzalez at all. I think he's trash.
It's very similar, bro. I'll go next. So I took the same bet as you for a half unit, and I'm also doing the Texas money line for a half unit at minus 114 or whatever it's at. I don't care. So as pretty much all of you know, I took a huge loss with the Rangers last night, 1.25 units. And I'm coming right back to him tonight. It's Dane Dunning at home and at night. That's a spot to bet this guy. It's been the spot to bet this guy all season. His last start was at home at night. In fact, it was last Saturday night. He threw a 7-inning, 1-hit shutout against the White Sox. 7 innings, 0 runs, 1 hit. Not saying that's gonna happen again, but I mean, the White Sox bats have been better than the Seattle bats. That's for sure. The part where I was wrong last night is I thought the Rangers were going to come out of their batting slump. And what happened, I saw that they scored like 6 runs in the game or something, and I was like, oh, here they come. Here come the Rangers bats back. I was wrong. It looks like they're still chilling in that slump. But here's the thing. Like Beaver said, Marco Gonzalez has been shaky as hell, and this will be Texas's 5th time seeing him this year, and they've gotten to him before, especially at the games in Arlington. Mariners bat still on the fade list for me. Give me Texas 2 ways. Texas first 5 money line, Texas full game money line, half unit apiece. Toast.
Yeah, I'm on the Mariners money line. No chance in hell I put my money on Texas again. I was with you last night. I tried to get there, but I just can't get there. 3-7 their last 10. They've also seen Dane Dunning a few times as well. All the numbers for Seattle the last couple weeks or so are going to be down because Julio and Winker and stuff wasn't in the lineup. They're back in the lineup. And to be honest, Seattle has just absolutely owned this Texas team. They're 12-2 against them this year. And if you're going to give me a cheap price with the better team, I'm going to take it. 0.75 units.
All right. Toast is on. And you're right, Julio and Winker are back in the lineup today. Already confirmed. Next game, please.
Alrighty.
Brewers at Cardinals. I'll go first. You're going to give me plus money with Adam Wainwright at home. I mean, I'm going to take that 99 times out of 100. The Yankees did get to him in St. Louis in his last home start, no doubt. But look at Wainwright's 3 home starts before that. 23 and a third innings pitched, a combined 2 earned runs. That was against the Cubs, who suck, but the Dodgers and the Phillies. This dude at home is a fucking beast. Pardon my French. Is a goddamn beast. Yeah, the Brewers are 5th in Major League Baseball in the last 2 weeks in OPS against right-handed pitching, and that is a little scary. They're 5th in the league. The Brewers are 5th in the league at hitting righties, but you want to know where the Cardinals are on that list? 3rd. So you want to get all scared that the Brewers are going to hit Adam Wainwright, but the truth is Corbin Burns and the Brewers should be equally, if not more so, scared of the Cardinals lineup because they're on the road in St. Louis, and the Cardinals have been hitting better. So all over the Cardinals money line here. Give me St. Louis money line plus 124 for a full unit, and give me Milwaukee first 5 team total under 1.5 at plus 110 for a half unit.
I'll go because I got the exact same bet. Cardinals on the money line for a full unit, and then also playing Cardinals team total over 3.5 at plus 100 for a half a unit.
All right. Nothing to add.
Oh no, I mean, sorry, Wainwright at home. I mean, I don't really think that Corbin Burns should be priced like this anyway. I mean, I understand that he's looked good against the Cardinals, but I mean, he hasn't really looked good in 3 of his last 4 starts, and none of those teams are really good teams. So, I don't really trust the Brewers anyway at all. So,
all right, Beaver,
All
where
right.
you at?
I'm on the opposite side. Adam Wainwright has looked good and all at home, but every single time he faces the Brewers, the man gets lit up, and it is flat out bad. Looking at his numbers against his current lineup, 433 OPP, 966 OPS. I mean, last 5 starts against them, 6.75 ERA and a 1.83 WHIP. He's lost the first 5 in 4 of those games. And I just really don't like what I'm seeing from him in terms of last game. And then in terms of just the Brewers games I've watched with him in it, I bet the hits over for him multiple times this season against the Brewers and cash every time. But I'm going to take a little bit of a different route this time because I like Corbin Burns in this spot as well. Corbin Burns burned the hell out of me. Burned me bad with that Pirates bet. I will go ahead and I'll admit that. But we're talking about St. Louis's father right now. We're talking about a guy with a 205 OBP and a 433 OPS against his current lineup. 6 starts against his team since 2021. He's won the first 5 and 4 of those 6 starts. When he's on the road, he's 3-0, and the guy's allowed at max 4 hits to those Cardinals. I love the spot for him. He's much better on the road, and truthfully, I think that they're moving the line for a reason. I see more and more money coming in on the Cardinals, but I see the line moving further and further in the Brewers' favor. So I'm going to take the Milwaukee first 5 money line at minus 150, and I'm throwing a full unit on that bad boy. We're talking about a Milwaukee team that is 2nd in OPS, WRC plus against righties since July 23rd. I think that they're in a prime position to smack Adam Wainwright up today.
A full unit on a minus 150 first 5 money line.
Yeah, why? What's wrong with that?
It's a bad bet. from a
Want to
bad
add one thing, guys. As always, Goldie Arenado hit parlay is plus 140 today. That will be on the list.
You hear that, Beaver? A hit parlay. 2 Cardinals batters.
Okay.
Does that mean change your mind?
No, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, the guy literally has given up 4-2.
Whoa, bro! I'm just trying to give out plays, bro. You ain't got to get mad.
No.
Relax a little. Relax a little.
Get out of here, bro.
Come on.
Yankees at Boston. Ugh. I mean,
I'll go.
on Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, Toast go.
So yeah, I'm on Boston too. Boston plus 125 or whatever it is for a half a unit, and then Boston plus 1.5 at minus 130 for a half a unit as well. And then probably my favorite play of this game, it's a prop, but Rafael Devers over 1.5 total bases at plus 100. I think that's essentially free money. First of all, Montas is a decent pitcher. Like, I'm not going to sit here and try to make a case that he's bad, but first and foremost, he hasn't pitched longer than 5 innings since the third. So that's a concern for me. I don't really trust the Yankees bullpen right now. We saw it last night. And Boston's been scoring runs. I mean, they haven't been winning a whole bunch of games, but in their last 10 games, I mean, they've had lots of 4s and 7s and 5s, so it's not like their bats are non-existent. So and then the Yankees, they're just playing losing baseball. Like, it's plain and simple, and you don't have to like make a joke about it or anything. It's just plain and simple. They're 2-8 their last 10, 7-13 their last 20, 11-19 their last 30. So at no point are these guys, should be considering them a winning baseball team. So I'm definitely not laying the juice with them today.
Yeah, same. I'm just one bet. Boston money line plus 125 for a full unit. And basically, yeah, that's what he said. He nailed it. So I don't want to repeat, but Yankees 1-8 in their last 9 games, 3-11 on the road since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And then to add on the fact that Cutter Crawford has good numbers against the Yankees this year, he pitched against them out of the bullpen twice early in the season. But he did start one game against them last month, and he beat them at home in Fenway, just like this. My confidence in Cutter Crawford is pretty high, honestly. So yeah, I'm on Boston. Beaver.
Chiefs. I'm on Boston too. I mean, I love the Boston Red Sox today. And simply put, Toast was preaching this to me a bit earlier in this year, and I didn't really want to listen to Guy. I was like, no, Frankie Montas is a beast. Frankie Montas is a beast.
Oh.
You take Frankie Montas out of Oakland, and he's really not that much of a beast. I will go ahead and I will tell you that. Let's just go ahead and look at his road numbers. We're talking about a guy with a 6.21 ERA. Jesus H. Christ. So you got a guy with a 6.21 ERA going against a Boston lineup that has pimped him out, essentially. 950 OPS, 383 OBP, and if you look at his game logs, do not get fooled by the earned runs. Go ahead, dive deeper, click on the game, and look at how each one of those runs were scored. The fielders will put him in a bit of a jam, but he could not get out of the jam any single time. It was trash. And the Yankees are simply not playing winning baseball right now. If you want to call the Red Sox bullpen trash, I get it. But how is the Yankees bullpen performing lately? I would also say pretty goddamn trash. And then the last point, 6 of the guys in the Yanks lineup are righties. Want to know what Cutter Crawford has done at home against righties in his last 4 starts? Oh, just a 329 OPS. A 151 WOBA, a 6-1 whip. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. Cutter Crawford is the man. Frankie Montas, not so much. Gotta ride Boston here. All the money's on the Yankees, too. And that line hasn't budged a goddamn smidge. Not a smidge.
Yeah, I saw that as well, Beaver. And also, it's just the way the Yankees are priced. The amount of money people have lost since the All-Star break betting the Yankees is, like, insane. Because 3-11 in their 14 road games, and they're priced as pretty decent favorites, sometimes huge favorites in every single one of them. So even when you win, you're not bringing in that much money, and you're taking hard losses. The Yankees have been like a literal toilet bowl for your money recently. Next game. Seriously though, like when you have a team that's priced at minus 250, minus 200 every night, and they're going 3-11 in their road game, you're losing a ton of money.
Yeah, agreed.
Arizona at Colorado. See, the thing is with the Yankees is, one last point about that is there's a little bit of delusion that goes on, and it comes down to no. Seriously, this is a point, and I really want people to listen, and it comes down to what social media and the internet has done to the sports betting industry. People love win percentages and records, right? And people love that. People just want the wins. But I went 6-2 last night. I do this shit for money. I could care less if I'm fucking 10-13 on a night, 9-15, as long as my bank account is fatter. That's it. So that's the social media world has clouded that. Like, people on social media will be like, "Yo, we'll like the shit out of somebody on the night that went 3-0." Not even realizing that someone that put 15 bets down and went 10-5 cleaned up, like made way more money than them. So it's not about, for me, I do this for money. I know some people do it for fun and all that. But if you are betting for money, yeah, the Yankees have been a toilet bowl. Anyway, Diamondbacks at Rockies, 8:10 p.m. I went really sharp here, and I don't love it. I took the Rockies money line at plus 130. Good God. Just give me a half unit on that, Beaver. Because, I'm not blind. I do know it's Zach Gallen against Jose Arena. Arena, I should say. But Zach Gallen against the Rockies scares the shit out of me, especially at Coors Field. He pitched against the Rockies twice last month in back-to-back starts, and the Rockies smacked them around both times. Colorado beat them both times. Zach Gallen is definitely better than Arena, but against the Rockies, Gallen's just a pitching machine, it looks like. I know Arena's seriously tough to back. I get it. I'm sure Arizona will get to them, but this is Coors Field. They can score 4 runs off of Arena, and it'll still turn into a shootout at the end, because I think the Rockies get to Gallen too. All the money's on Arizona. Over 83% of the money on the Diamondbacks. I think it was at 84 last I looked. It was 83 this morning. I'm fading everyone. Coming right back with another Rockies money line play. It cashed for me last night. Colorado Rockies bullpen is a bit of a nightmare. I'll give that to you. That's the biggest hesitation here. That's what's keeping me from putting more than a half unit on this. But I'm on the Rockies.
Yeah. So, this game is so tough. Is this not like the most blatant trap of all time? We got Zach Gallen priced at a very low price going against Jose Urena, who's a literal walking toilet bowl. And the other thing that I'm seeing is everybody and their mother likes Arizona today. Everybody likes Arizona today. But I still have to bet them. It's just, the numbers are telling me not to bet the Colorado Rockies. It essentially makes no sense backing Colorado in this spot with Jose Urena, whose worst spot is at home against lefties. And the numbers are, I'm not even going to read them. They're NSFW. They are not safe for work. They are some pretty tragically bad numbers. And if you look at the Rockies lately, if you look at the Rockies ranks, they're a lot higher lately. But you take out that one Miles Mikolas start, and they've been subpar at best. I'm not buying into it. I'm going to go with the Arizona first 5 run line. I almost said spread. Jesus Christ. At minus 120 for a half a unit. And then I'm going to go with the Arizona minus 1.5 at plus 100 for a half a unit. In my mind, they have the hitting advantage, they have the bullpen advantage, and they have the starting pitching advantage. If they lose, god damn it. But oh well, we'll see.
Good pick there, Public Pete.
Very, very, very public.
So I actually have a weird play on this game. I actually am going to take the under 11 at plus 100 for a half a unit. Just for that reason, I think that Gallen is obviously all right. He doesn't have either great numbers, but I just don't feel like either, like Beaver said, I don't want to take his point, but if you take out that Mikolas start, it's not like the Rockies are like super, super impressive. And neither team is scoring a shit ton of runs. And then if you take a look at the series history, there's only been, one game in the last 10 that's been over this number. maybe 2. Yeah, one game in their last 10 games just went over this number. So at plus money, it's well worth to have a shot for me. But if I had to pick a side, I'd pick the Rockies.
Another thing I just want to add is Zach Gallen got hit up a little bit in his last start against the Rockies at Colorado, but overall at Coors, he's been nothing but lights out. And all he does against the Rockies is cover first 5 run lines. Now you're giving a guy that always covers the first 5 against the Rockies against Jose Urenia's trash ass. I mean, come on. I hate that. I hate it.
It's also really hard betting this game because especially someone that's bet baseball for a long time, when these two teams play, it's like a coin flip. Like they were just really quickly, like the last 3 years, they've essentially tied. Like it's 8-6 this year. It's not 8-9 last year. It was 5-5 in 2020. So there's really no team is really killing the other one. So it's kind of hard to get a read on it.
Which is why I'll take the one with the plus 130.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll go first because this is super quick. Giants minus 1.5, minus 115, full unit. This almost, Toast, I don't know if you were watching this. We almost lost this last night.
Oh, I was watching. I thought you were sleeping, so I didn't text you.
I fell asleep. I remember when the Pirates scored. The Pirates scored to make it 4-3. And I guess I fell asleep there. And then I woke up with the Giants score in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, the only reason I knew that is because I was writing down all the lines, and on FanDuel the ticker went, and I'm like, these motherfuckers gave the game away, and then I'm like, oh, the Giants! Oh! Yeah. So they had some runs.
We lost. Yeah, so you got to play the same thing with Logan Webb pitching. You would think. I'm surprised I'm getting the same price on this, to be honest. I'll say the same exact thing I said yesterday about the Giants minus 1.5 bet. If Mitch Keller is not pitching for the Pirates, there are 0 reasons to bet on that team right now. Until they show us anything different, they're on auto fade. Unless Mitch Keller is pitching, and I'm not saying automatically bet them if Keller is pitching, but with Mitch Keller on the mound, there are spots that you could find. Team totals, first 5. There's ways to bet the Pirates with Mitch Keller pitching. Without him pitching, fade that team, man. Beaver, where you at?
Yeah, so I did the same exact bet, minus 1.5, minus 115, putting a half unit on that, and then I'm gonna take the plus money with Webb to record a win because I like plus money. And
sneaky bastard! I was gonna do that. I thought you missed it.
No, I don't miss nothing. Well, actually, I miss a lot of things. You've seen the red on the show, but I do like the Giants in this spot. Simply put, you got Tyler Beede on the mound. I mean, who the hell is that guy? I've looked at some of his game logs. He's had some decent starts, and then he also had a start against Milwaukee where he got rocked into a different century. I know a couple guys in the Giants lineup have some pretty decent numbers against him. But essentially, he's really only going to go 3 innings. And then who are the Giants going to be facing? A Pittsburgh bullpen that since August 5th is 25th in ERA, 27th in OBP. I really do not like the spot for the Pittsburgh pitching staff, and Logan Webb is due for a nice win at home. He's won his last 7 of 11 games, and by win, I mean recorded a win. And it seems that every time the Giants win at home with him, he's recording the W. So go ahead and give me that. I'm happy to take that at plus money.
I like that Webb to record a win. I can get up.
Yeah.
Pretty much like if the Giants score 2 runs in the first 6 innings, that'll cash.
Exactly.
I had the exact same thing. Webb to record a win just because it was at plus money, and I definitely couldn't pass that up. And then I also parlayed the Giants and the Mets on the money line at plus 108 for 0.75 units as well.
All right. Giants, Mets, money line. Okay. Final game, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm licking my chops at this one, baby. I love this game.
Go ahead. Go first, then.
Chiefs. Reed Detmers is on a goddamn tear of epic proportions right now. Reed Detmers is dealing out of his mind. Last 5 starts. We're talking about a guy with a 485 OPS, a 116 ERA, a 33 K percentage, which is fat, and then a 0.94 whip. He's absolutely dealing right now. And these aren't against scrubs either. He played the Texas Rangers during that span, the Houston Astros, the Mariners. He's playing some really good competition and just putting them to sleep. I faded him against the Orioles in the midst of the Orioles crushing lefties. He goes out there, pitches 6 innings, allows just 1 earned runs. Now he faces a Twins team. They can't seem to hit a lefty to save their lives. Last 6 lefties to face the Twins, 2.12 ERA, which is, oh, Jesus Christ, and a 1.00 whip. They cannot hit lefties. And now they're facing Detmers, who is hot as hell. Now we got Dylan Bundy, who, yes, some could be like, oh, Dylan Bundy revenge game. Gotta bet the Twins. Dylan Bundy's brain. Do you know the brain activity that goes on in Dylan Bundy's head? It's like 2 monkeys clanking a freaking cymbal together. That guy is a clown. The only time you should back him is at home against some righties. Been cashing on that on the regular. But he is 6-0-1 at home on the first 5 line. But what about on the road? Just 2-7-2 in his last 11 starts. His worst spot is on the road, where he's got a 37 hard hit percentage. And the Angels, while they don't really hit for average, they can crank a baseball. So I'm keeping this really simple. LA, first 5 money line, getting that at a cool -110. I got that on BetMGM, and I'm putting a full unit on it. I love it. I'm all over the Reed Detmers train. He's a beast.
All right. So, yeah, I'm on the Angels too. But I'm on the Angels first 5 -0.5 run at +110 for a half unit. And the Angels money line at -110 for 0.75 units. The Angels got me last night. I lost a unit and a half on this team. It's like incredible how I finished in the green despite the Angels and Rangers. I bet them so heavy. Damn. But yeah, there's no reason to get even any deeper into this. Reed Detmers in his last 5 starts has a 1.16 ERA. 1.16. Dylan Bundy on the road has a 6.33 ERA. This is like not even close. The Twins are just 25-32 after a win this year. 27-28 on the road. 2 below 500 figures. Yeah, I know you. Here's the thing: is I know people can think up reasons to bet against the Angels. Everyone knows those. But I feel like people don't realize the reasons to bet against the Twins, and there's several of them. This team hasn't been played like a playoff team in months. All of the Angels. So
another thing I just want to say real quick is that when I was watching the streams from vacation, I noticed that you were betting the Angels a lot, and with the exception of last night, bad break, it happens to all of us. You were cashing them left and right, dude. So, I mean,
yeah.
maybe the Angels are picking up a groove. If we're talking statistically, their best spot is at home against a righty pitcher. Now they're at home against a righty pitcher with a 6+ ERA. I mean, come on.
I mean, the Angels are 5-3 in their last 8 games, and I'm getting them at plus money almost every single night. So, yeah, the Angels have paid me well recently.
You guys done? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't disagree more. I'm all over the Twins here today. Twins on the money line, -112 for a full unit. There's no question. It's not even a question to me. So I don't trust this Angels team, not for 1 second. I don't care. I mean, the best bat in their lineup is 0 for 7 against Bundy. That's Shohei Ohtani. All the other good guys that have any success against Bundy aren't playing or are hurt. I mean, yeah, as long as the Minnesota lineup is what I think with Buxton and Correa and all that stuff, I think I have a bullpen advantage as well. I understand that Anaheim has been playing a little bit better lately, but they've played Oakland and Seattle for like the last 15 games. I just think that the Twins are going to cause a little bit more problems. And they've also had double-digit hits in like 5 of the multiple games lately. I'm not fading the Twins right now.
Good. Fade the Angels, I dare you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe you.
I can't even look at you.
I really can't. I can't even look at you. Yeah, fade Reed Detmers. I dare you.
So that is the last game. I have a parlay that I am giving out that I actually really like. Usually I save my favorite one for the VIP, but I'm actually giving out my favorite one tonight. Toast, do you have a hit parlay?
Go ahead, Beaver.
Do you have anything, Beaver?
Do I have anything?
He's really excited. That's why I said that, because he's really excited for this. That's why I gave it to him.
I didn't know that.
Do I have anything? Yeah, I do. The people have been the people have been asking for it. I am a man who likes to deliver. I come back to break, and I come bearing gifts. This is called the Walk on Water parlay. Because it's a walks parlay. We've got a walks parlay, people. We got McClanahan. 1 second. Under 1.5 walks. And then we got Brad Keller, the mole rat himself, over 1.5 walks. And that's coming in at a nice plus 123. Might actually put my student loans on that bad boy. It's time to pay those puppies off. It's worth it. It's walk season.
All right. Toast, hit parlay.
Yeah.
Walk on water.
I couldn't even I was trying to keep it serious, but I love you, Beaver. Yeah, it's a hit parlay. I don't have the number, but it's Pete Alonso, Rafi Devers, Freddie Freeman, and Manny Machado.
What's that coming in at?
I'm not sure. Sorry, Beaver.
You don't. Somebody asked where the.
Just delete it. I mean.
Okay.
I'll go. So this is a 4-leg, but 3 of them are very heavy favorites. So, ready, Beaver?
Yes, sir.
Padres money line. Mets money line. Giants money line. And the kicker is the Cardinals money line. And that comes out to be plus 515. That's
What's
my
that?
favorite parlay. I have to.
What's that called? The public Pasquale?
I don't have a name for it. Call it Jurassic Park.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my favorite parlay of the 3. I do have 2 more, so don't worry, VIPs. I got something for you. I actually have a round robin to give out to the VIPs too. So I got you. I always take care of you guys.
Somebody asked about the walk parlays. You get those on DraftKings. You can parlay those there. Or on Caesars, they have walks as well. Those 2.
All right. So that's it. So, the schedule. So MLB VIP is coming right now. As soon as we close this live up, I'm going to finish it. It's basically all typed up already. What I do is I just take Toast picks and compare them and make the ticket accordingly. So that'll be out in about 15-20 minutes. Right after that, the UFC VIP stuff is coming too. It's sitting in an email. I just got to post it up. So, if you're on the VIP list, if you have the Sauce Network app, if you don't have it, you should download it. But if you, no big deal. That you're going to get both those things within the next 35-40 minutes. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, as always. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday afternoon. A lot of sports tonight. There's preseason football. The Cowboys play tonight. There's a UFC ticket. There's a boxing match. I might put out some boxing picks later, depending on how drunk I get. There's a lot of action tonight. There's a ton of stuff to bet on, and I'm going to keep everyone posted. So just watch out for your Sauce Network apps buzzing your phone, because I'm going to be sending some bets out. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Let's have a great day. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. My hand's been hurting from using the mouse too much, so I think I need to take a day off from the computer. Actually, if Beaver and Toast want to do the show, I need to personally take a day off from the computer.
I'm gonna be in Queens.
Oh yeah, you're such a scumbag. All right, so no live show tomorrow. We'll just
we'll have a Spaces. I'll do a Spaces in the morning if anybody wants to stop by. I'll just kind of run through everything kind of quickly like I've done in the past. So just look for that on Twitter if you want me to do that. I'll record it so if you guys can touch it later too.
All right, sounds good. All right, everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.
Kyle, we need you to take the day off.